There are betrayals in life that cut deeper than words, deeper than wounds, because they come from the hands you trusted the most. The people you grow up beside, laugh with, cry with, and defend. You never expect those same hands to become the ones that push you into darkness. But life has a strange way of revealing people's true faces when you least expect it. My wedding day was supposed to be the happiest day of my life. It was the day I thought everything I had fought for was finally coming together. Love, family, a future. The room was full of smiles, music filled the air, and for a moment everything felt perfect. Or at least that's what I believed. I remember standing there, surrounded by the people I loved most, thinking this was the beginning of something beautiful. Years of struggle, sacrifice, and pain had led me to that moment, but hidden beneath those smiles was something darker: jealousy, bitterness, resentment, and I didn't know it yet. During the celebration, someone I trusted more than almost anyone walked over to me with a drink. A simple gesture, a smile, a look that said, "Today is your day." I took it without hesitation, because why wouldn't I? Family is supposed to be safe. That drink changed everything. Within minutes, my body began to feel strange. My hands shook, my vision blurred, my stomach twisted like knives were turning inside me. At first, I thought it was stress, maybe excitement, maybe I hadn't eaten enough. But then the pain became unbearable. The room started spinning, voices became distant, and suddenly, the happiest day of my life turned into a nightmare. Guests were panicking, my partner was crying, people were shouting for help, and I collapsed, right there, in front of everyone. I woke up in a hospital bed, confused, broken, humiliated. The doctors told me something had been mixed into my drink, something strong enough to make me black out. At first, I couldn't believe it. Who would do that? Why? But the truth has a way of finding you. Security footage, whispers, pieces of conversations, and then it all became clear. It wasn't a stranger. It wasn't an enemy. It was blood. The betrayal hit harder than the poison ever could, because pain from strangers can be expected. Pain from family changes you forever. I kept asking myself one question. Why? What had I done? Was my happiness so unbearable to watch? Was my success so painful to witness? The answer was simple. Some people can't stand seeing you rise when they feel stuck in their own lives. Your light reminds them of their darkness. Your victory reminds them of their failures. And instead of becoming better, they try to break you. That realization destroyed me. For months, I carried anger like fire inside my chest. Every memory felt poisoned. Every laugh from childhood felt fake. I wanted revenge. Real revenge. The kind that hurts. The kind that makes people regret what they did. But then I learned something powerful. Revenge isn't always destruction. Sometimes revenge is becoming untouchable. Sometimes revenge is winning so hard they can never reach you again. So I changed. I stopped crying. I stopped asking why. I stopped begging for explanations, and I started building, piece by piece, day by day. I rebuilt my mind, my confidence, my future. I poured every ounce of pain into discipline. While they expected me to stay broken, I became stronger. While they thought I'd drown in humiliation, I rose higher. I worked harder. I became wiser. I protected my peace like my life depended on it, because it did. And over time, I realized something important. Betrayal is a brutal teacher, but it teaches lessons loyalty never could. It teaches you boundaries. It teaches you awareness. It teaches you strength. Most importantly, it teaches you who deserves access to your life. Years later, I saw the same person again. Older, weaker, carrying the weight of choices made in secret. There was no power left in those eyes, only regret. And in that moment, I understood something. Life had already handled the revenge. I didn't need to, because the greatest punishment for betrayal is living with it, knowing what you destroyed, knowing what you lost, knowing you can never rebuild the trust you shattered. That's a prison no walls can contain. And me? I walked away, not because I forgave, not because I forgot, but because I no longer needed the pain. I had outgrown it. That's the thing about betrayal. It can break you, or it can forge you. It all depends on what you do next. You can stay bitter, or you can become better. You can stay in the ashes, or you can rise from them. To anyone listening who has been betrayed by someone close, hear this. Their betrayal does not define your worth. Their jealousy does not limit your future. Their actions do not control your destiny. Sometimes the people closest to you will hurt you the most, but survival is your revenge. Growth is your revenge. Success is your revenge. Peace is your revenge. And one day, when they look back and see the life you built without them, they will understand what they threw away, not because you told them, but because your success will speak louder than your pain ever did. The truth is, the drink that was meant to destroy me became the moment that awakened me. It showed me reality. It forced me to see clearly. And in the end, what was meant to break me became the reason I became unstoppable. That's the power of pain. It either buries you or builds you into something stronger than anyone ever imagined.